Everyone, it's Ashley here. So I'm here to do my September wrap-up and all the books I read in September. So I read 6 books. I actually read all the books that were on my list, like my TBR list for this month, and I believe 2 extra books, I think, hopefully. Anyway, let's jump right into them. So the first book I'm going to talk about is Heartbroken. This is, I believe, number 14 in the series. You need to read the whole series because things that happened in previous books impact, come back in this book. And it even says in the book that if you haven't read like previous books, then you shouldn't read this one. So the author is telling you, you gotta read the other books, and you gotta read the other books. Anyway, so I'm not going to say much about this, but this is the origin story of the Queen of Hearts, how she became the Queen of Hearts, and why she is so angry all the time and saying, like, off with your head and all that jazz. I gave this book 4 stars because it wasn't the best. I definitely have read, but there's better books in the series, but this one was still pretty good. I really like her books. Second book I'm going to talk about, I gave this one 5 stars, and that's The Spellshop. It is super cute, super cozy, and I absolutely love it. So it's about a librarian named, I believe her name is Kayla. I could be saying it wrong. Kiela. I'm just going to say Kayla because, yeah. Anyway, the place where she lives, how do you say it? So a revolution happens, and the empire gets literally thrown out of a window, and but she escapes because the library that she works at, the Great Library, I believe it's called, goes up in flames, and she saves some books, gets on the boat with her talking friend, with her talking friend who is a spider plant. Sorry, so a talking spider plant. Her talking spider plant friend. Magic, if you are not a sorcerer, you should not be doing magic. So she goes back to her home island and opens up a spell shop. She sells jam and home remedies. There are spells to help with the plants that are dying there, and she basically just helps because when she lived there, she remembered it being beautiful and like little shops here and there, and then everything just kind of died when the sorceress stopped coming to help with the island because of the revolution. Anyway, so yeah, really cute, very cozy. It's romantic. It's it's a spell shop, so it's got like some spells and witchy vibes. It's really, really good. I really liked this book. The third book, I'm going to talk about is Pageboy. You guys can see me talk about this book in length in my birthday, what I read for my birthday. So I won't talk much about Pageboy, but I did give it 5 stars. Absolutely love Elliot Page, and his book is amazing. Really, really good. Next book I'm going to talk about is another book I read for my birthday, for the birthday vlog. So if you want to know more about this book, I would go to that video. I gave this one 4 stars because I wish I read this back in elementary school or high school. And that is Angels in Pink, the first one. This is a trilogy, and this is Kathleen's story. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. I wish I was a little bit younger when I first read these, but yeah. So yeah, if you want to learn more, go to the other, birthday blog video. Next book was actually the book club book of the month, and I picked this one because September is my birthday month, and I gave this one 5 stars, and that is Tress of the Emerald Sea. Absolutely amazing. I loved it. This is my first Brandon Sanderson book, and it was absolutely fantastic. I was told by Trisha and Danielle that Frugal's Wizard Handbook to Wizards or something like that is a lot better. So I can't wait to read that one. But for my first Brandon Sanderson book, amazing. so good. I absolutely loved Tress. She was an amazing main character. I love Huck and Charlie, and just all the characters were just amazing. I absolutely loved it. There were some things I would have wanted to change here and there, but absolutely amazing. If you don't know what to read or in your reading slump, this book will help you through that. It's amazing. So the second last book I'm going to talk about is the second one, second one to the Spellshop, and that is the Enchanted Greenhouse. So this is actually a newer book. I gave this 5 stars. Sorry, I have it written down here. I gave it 5 stars, and again, very charming, very cozy. This one took me a bit longer to read. Because the Spellshop, I actually listened to it on an audiobook, so I sped through that one, but this one was longer. But this one is about a girl named Tula, Terlu, Tula, who got turned into a statue for creating Kaz, which is the talking spider plant that is in the first book. She created him with magic. She's not a sorceress, she's a librarian. And she basically became like, this is what will happen if you use magic and you're not a sorcerer. So they turned her into a statue. She was a statue for 6 years, and then finally, when the empire fell, someone sent her off to an island. And she woke up in this island, and because the guy who's on the island, who runs the greenhouse, like unstatued her, and yeah, from there she goes to helping them. She's not a sorcerer, but he thinks she is, and it's just a whole bunch of like twists and turns, and family coming back together, and her learning to that, like, just because you messed up in the past doesn't mean it can affect you now. It's a really, really good book. Very cozy, very cute, just like the Spellshop. I really like these books, and I can't wait. There's a third one coming out next year. I believe it's next year. Forget when next year, but yeah, I can't wait for that one. The third book is actually about a character in this book. You don't really know much about her, but yeah. And also, people from the first book is mentioned in this book. So I would definitely read the first one first to get like all the like hidden Easter eggs. But yeah, really, really good. So the last book I'm going to talk about, because I am not done it, but I am about like a quarter way through. I'm on chapter, I want to say 5. Yeah, I'm on chapter 5. There's 11 chapters. It's chunky bone. It's the long chapters, so I say it's chunky. This is actually a book I'm borrowing from Trisha, and that is Under the Oak Tree, Volume 1. She's very pretty. So yeah, so I am, as you can see where the bookmark is, I'm on chapter 5. I have thoughts about this book. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this this month, as this month is ending, but I'm going to try my hardest. I am quite busy, so we'll see if I can get it done. Anyway, but yeah, I have thoughts. That's all I'm going to say. I will make a more in-depth video of me talking about this book when I finish it, but so far I'm not really liking it. And I saw ads on Webtoon, and I was so interested in it. I really wanted to read it, and now that I'm reading it, I'm like, not liking it at all. So I will do a video more in depth of this book, but as of right now, it's sitting at a 2-star. There's some aspects I like, but a lot of things I don't like. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyway, that is my book wrap up and all the books I read in September. So did I say how much books I read? 6 and a bit. I think I already said that. Anyway, that is all the books I read in September. You should let us know what the books you read in September, and leave a comment in the comments and give us a thumbs up. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Bye!